Recently, James Cameron has been doing some interviews for the re-release of Avatar in theaters this upcoming weekend. But in one candid moment, he explains how he rejected some notes that 20th Century Fox had given him at the time before the release of the film. When asked, even with everything you had accomplished before making Avatar, were there still elements that you had to fight the studio to keep in it? He responds with, I think I felt at the time that we clashed over certain things. For example, the studio felt that the film should be shorter and that there was too much flying around on the Ikran, what the humans call the Banshees. Well, it turns out that's what the audience loved the most, in terms of our exit polling and data gathering. And that's a place where I just drew a line in the sand and said, you know what? I made Titanic. This building that we're meeting in right now, this new $500 million complex on your lot, Titanic paid for that, so I get to do this. And afterward, they thanked me. I feel that my job is to protect their investment, often against their own judgment. But as long as I protect their investment, all is forgiven. So that's pretty crazy, and would not be advisable to any other director, but he was the one exception and still is. At the time, Titanic was the #1 box office in the world. And like he said, it wasn't just to keep these in place out of spite. It was in the benefit of the overall movie and their own investment. I really do believe that the flying sequence is one of the most universally loved scenes in the entire movie. It's the perfect example of the magic of movies without any dialogue needed, and made only more spectacular by seeing it in 3D in the theater. But it's also my favorite of the movie for that very reason, but not for what it did to me, but for my mother. See, my mother watched Avatar in the theaters back then without knowing any English, but it still blew her away, and especially that very scene. Anytime she recalls the movie, it takes her back to that scene, where as she describes, she really felt like she was flying with them. And I'm sure this feeling was shared the world over. It's also why Flight of Passage, the ride inside of Pandora, the world of Avatar, at Disney World is one of, if not the most popular ride in the entire resort. But let me know what you all think down in the comments section below. We are only 4 days away from seeing this scene in theaters again, and I cannot wait. Did you also love this scene? And would the movie not be the same if it had been taken out? Let me know down below. Like and subscribe to stay up to date on all my Avatar videos. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.